This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Tonight on the Scorecard.
Saquon Barkley named Offensive Player of the Year. In the PBL, Bea de Leon shines as Creamline sweeps Chery Tiggo to reclaim the top spot. And in the NBA, Jokic makes NBA history as the Nuggets dominate the Magic 112-90. As the Mavs take down the Celtics in an NBA Finals rematch. And if you are up for some adrenaline rush, Meta Motors will make your F1 fantasy dreams come true. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 7th of February. Now here's our roundup.
Saquon Barkley has been crowned the AP NFL Offensive Player of the Year at the NFL Honors in New Orleans, becoming the first ever Eagle to claim this award. Focused on Super Bowl 59, he accepted via a pre-recorded message thanking God, his family of course, the Eagles fans, his teammates, and his coaches. Barkley's first season in Philly was historic as he racked up 2,005 rushing yards, breaking the franchise record, and led the NFL with 2,283 yards from scrimmage. Wow, he also notched 15 touchdowns and 4 NFC Offensive Player of the Week honors. Teammates raved about his impact. A.J. Brown called him the best in the world, while Dallas Goedert praised his leadership and his personality. Barkley's postseason dominance is just as jaw-dropping. With 30 more rushing yards in the Super Bowl, he will surpass Terrell Davis for the most in a single season, playoffs included. His 360-plus yard TD runs in the playoffs are an NFL record.
In volleyball, the Creamline Cool Smashers are proving once again why they're the team to beat in the PBL All-Filipino Conference. With middle blocker Bea de Leon stepping up, the Cool Smashers made quick work of Chery Tiggo in straight sets 25-17, 25-17, 25-21 on Thursday at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig. The win keeps Creamline undefeated at 8-0, reclaiming the top spot with 22 points just ahead of Petrogas, 7-1 with 20 points. De Leon was on fire, racking up 13 points off 9 attacks, 3 aces, and 2 blocks, showing Creamline's depth as double MVP Bernadette Pons sat out the last 2 sets. Former MVPs Gemma Galanza and Tots Carlos chipped in 9 and 8 points respectively, while Pangs Panaga also added 8. Set 3 was a tight one with both teams locked at 19 all before Creamline pulled away with a 6-2 closing run. Galanza sparked the charge with an off-the-block hit, followed by a Chery Tiggo attack error. Panaga and Carlos delivered clutch points before Eliza Valdez sealed the win in true clutch queen fashion. And more on the NBA. The Denver Nuggets continue their hot streak with a 22-point blowout over the Orlando Magic, extending their winning streak to 5 games. The Magic, meanwhile, have hit a rough patch, losing 10 of their last 12. Up 25 points heading into the fourth quarter, Denver coach Michael Malone had the luxury of resting Nikola Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. Porter Jr. led the way with 30 points on 11 of 16 shooting. But once again, it was the Joker who stole the show. The 3-time MVP dropped 28 points, 12 assists, and 10 rebounds, plus 2 steals on 11 of 16 shooting in just 31 minutes, making NBA history in the process. Jokic became the first player ever to record 28-plus points, 12-plus assists, 10-plus rebounds, and 2-plus steals while shooting over 65% in under 32 minutes. His efficiency and playmaking have him firmly in the race for a 4th MVP in 5 years. The Nuggets, 33-19, now sit 3rd in the Western Conference, just behind the OKC Thunder and Minnesota Timberwolves. With their offense clicking and Jokic in peak form, Denver looks poised for another deep playoff run as they continue their title defense.
Meanwhile, Klay Thompson caught fire very early, leading the Dallas Mavericks to a 127-120 victory over the defending champion Boston Celtics in a highly anticipated NBA Finals rematch. Now, Thompson, acquired by Dallas in the offseason, dropped 23 of his 25 points in the first half, setting the tone for the Mavs' first return to TD Garden since their Game 5 finals loss last season. Now, this was Dallas' first game post Luka Doncic, who was traded to the Lakers in a blockbuster deal for Anthony Davis. Davis, however, is still sidelined with an abdominal strain, leaving Daniel Gafford to hold down the paint. Kyrie Irving chipped in 19 points, and Spencer Dinwiddie led a strong bench effort with 22 points, helping Dallas overcome injuries to P.J. Washington and Derek Lively II. The Mavs built a 27-point lead early in the fourth quarter, forcing Boston coach Joe Mazzulla to pull his starters. Jaylen Brown led the Celtics with 25 points, while Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis added 17 each. Peyton Pritchard sparked a very late rally, scoring 21 off the bench to narrow the final score. Now, here are the other results from around the NBA.
Now here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever wondered what it feels like to step up to the plate knowing that every swing could either break the streak or leave you forever stuck below a legendary threshold? What is this infamous benchmark called? The Mendoza line refers to a batting average of .200, which is generally considered the threshold between a competent and struggling hitter. The term is named after Mario Mendoza, a shortstop whose career batting average was just above 200. Over time, this term has come to represent a hitter who is struggling to reach an acceptable level of performance. So the next time you hear someone mention the Mendoza line, you'll know it's not just a number, it's a benchmark that separates the good from the struggling in the high-stakes world of baseball.
All right, now it's time for our off-court buzzer. Just a few days ago, the thought of Luka Doncic in a Lakers jersey was something you guys would laugh off at a bar. Like, can you guys imagine if that happened? But, here we are, with fanatics throwing out Luka Lakers jersey for sale like it's no big deal. And, get this, the jerseys are actually out. We're talking adult sizes for $80 and youth sizes at $60. Oh my goodness. Now, Luka in purple and gold? I'm telling you guys, it is a look. Not exactly the same as his iconic Mavs threads, but hey, if you're a Lakers fan, maybe this is the shakeup you guys have all been waiting for. And you know what? Let's be real. For a second, if you've been riding the Luka train for years, or you're one of those people who collects jerseys like they're going out of style, now is your moment. You can scoop up a Mavs jersey, usually priced at $120 for a cool $48 now. That's the kind of deal that gets you in the door before everyone else realizes it's a steal. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 7th of February.
When the scorecard returns, we will look into the NBA matchups, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Keep it right here on The Scorecard.
Welcome back to The Scorecard. It is time to keep your eyes on the prize. Anton Roxas will break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge that you need to stay ahead of the game. On that note, Anton, the floor is yours.
And because we are so close to Super Bowl, NFL fans, let's talk about what's shaping up to be another classic Super Bowl showdown. Here we go. We are set for Super Bowl 59. It's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles, kicking off on Monday, February 10, 2025, live from Caesars Superdome at 7:30 a.m. Philippine time. Two powerhouses, two elite quarterbacks, and one title on the line. And if you look at how things are lining up, there's a pretty clear sentiment. Kansas City is being viewed as the team to beat. But don't sleep on Philly. Let's start with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes is still the best quarterback in the game, and until somebody takes that crown, it is his league. The Chiefs know how to win big games. They've been here before. Andy Reid's play calling remains elite. Travis Kelce is a nightmare matchup. And with Chris Jones leading a top-tier defense, this team isn't just about offense anymore. They win with defense as well. And that is a terrifying combination. Now, let's talk about Philly. They are built to take them down. They came close last year, but this time, no more happy to be here vibes. They are all in. Jalen Hurts has fully cemented himself as a franchise quarterback, and you get the sense that he has been waiting for this moment all season long. That offensive line still dominant, the pass rush still relentless, and the weapons A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith can take over a game at any moment. When they get rolling, they are absolutely unstoppable. Kansas City has the edge in experience. They've been here before and have the best quarterback in the game. But Philly does not need to dominate all 4 quarters. If they can control the tempo, wear down the Chiefs' defense, and keep Mahomes off the field, then they have a real shot at winning. And as if this game needed more star power, the halftime show is about to turn up the voltage. Kendrick Lamar, fresh off winning 5 Grammys, will be taking center stage. And while Taylor Swift's presence is expected given her ties to the Chiefs, this time, it's all about Lamar. Get ready for a set that's going to be one for the ages. This is as close to a coin flip as you're going to get in a Super Bowl. The Chiefs have the proven formula. The Eagles have the hunger and the talent to flip the script. As you see the odds right here. In the end, it might come down to one final play, one final drive, and one team seizing their moment. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. When we return, join me and Erika for a little adrenaline rush with ace driver Marlon Stockinger.
Watch out for that right here on
The Scorecard.
Former President Duterte and Congressman Ungab disclosed that the 2025 General Appropriations Act had several blank areas in the budget. Do you think it's accurate, and do you think the claim that the GAA would be unenforceable is correct?
Well, ako, honestly, I haven't seen the GAA yet.
Wala pang printed copy after it was passed.
Yes, so wala pang printed copy. If indeed the story of merong mga blanco is true, mali yun. And that should
Is
be
that the first time
invalidated.
that would have happened in the history of the Philippines?
Yes, if this was true, maybe. This is the first time I ever heard of this being done. Kasi I've been a member of Congress since 1998 and I haven't actually, in fairness naman, I cannot really categorically say that this particular budget for 2025 is flawed because I'm not a member of the BICAM.
In the homes of different indigenous Filipinos, we see responses to the environment they live in. And these environments are not always the kindest or the most nurturing. And yet, Filipinos have survived, thrived even. We cannot look at these traditional homes without actually acknowledging the wisdom behind every design. Humble yet resilient proof of Dayao. Our knowledge, our pride.
Welcome back to the Scorecard. F1 fans, while waiting for the race season to start, how about getting a little adrenaline rush for yourself and make your F1 dreams come true? Erika and I tried it out with Marlon Stockinger's Meta Motors. Now the question is, sino ba nanalo? Ako ba o si Erika? Panoorin nito.
Hello everyone! So today we are reunited with Filipino racing legend himself and co-founder of Meta Motors, Marlon Stockinger. Marlon, what's good?
Hey Erika, well it's good to see you back here at the Meta Motors HQ. I think we're gonna get some cool racing going today.
And thank you also for having us here today. Now, I am particularly very excited about what's gonna go down because I remember the last time I've been here, obviously we had a sit-down interview. You know, you talked about Meta Motors. We dove deep into the league under that, which was M1 Championship, which recently concluded, by the way. Congratulations with that. But I remember during the tail end of the interview, you specifically challenged me to try out racing myself. So fast forward to today, that's the reason why I'm here, but I'm not gonna do that alone. I brought with me my co-anchor, Anton Roxas, who will be sharing the racing experience with me. Anton!
What's up, you guys?
Hey,
Marlon.
Hey, Anton. Nice to see you.
Yeah, thank you. So, Marlon, I saw your interview with Erika and learned a whole lot. But after the interview, I asked myself, where was the part where Erika was racing? And then you were telling her to come back. Next time, she's going to be behind the wheel. So that's why we're here today. And I really feel like there's no way I can lose to Erika in a race.
Excuse me. You know what? Anton, we'll see. We'll see about that. Okay, so on that note, I am so excited to get behind the wheel. I know, Marlon, you were also gonna give us a little bit of tips and tricks on how to handle the car. So let's get down to it.
Yeah, let's do it. There we go. So just feel like, hold the wheel, place your feet on the pedals. You feel comfy there?
Yeah.
Your headphones are there, yeah. They're on. So just check if you have any audio feedback.
So, Marlon, before we begin, you've raced all over the world at the highest level. What are some tips that you would give aspiring racers before they start racing? And do those tips apply to people here racing at Meta Motors?
Yeah, actually, I think the skills you learn here, obviously there's a racing line. When you do your first couple laps, it's more about getting familiar with the track. That's half the battle, is knowing where you're going. So the less you have to think about which turn is coming next, where do I brake, and that just comes naturally. Like, think of like your route or your commute to work or the way you get home, right? You don't have to think about it, you just drive. So that's...
In a real race, do you see this, or is it in your head already when you compete at the track?
So I think a lot of racing drivers practice a lot in terms of mental preparation. So we can, like, if we close our eyes, we already know what the track feels like. So it's very intuitive in that sense, because like motorsport, it's fast-paced. So the more you think, the more time is being taken away from the track.
I'm not a fast driver. I'm a defensive driver.
Same here.
Okay, so since you're already ahead, Erika, I will follow you. This is exciting. Marlon, can we hear each other?
You can actually. We have voice chat too. I just have to ask.
It's like a real game.
Yeah, it's like Call of Duty. You can. I mean, don't get this on camera, but you can shit talk each other if you want. Like trash talk.
Marlon, so let's say, for example, if I'm in another country and I have this exact same setup, can I actually play, like, let's say...
You can be in Singapore and you can be driving here in Pasig.
Oh, that's great.
Wow,
That's basically what...
So cool.
So that's why we're very much like a global...
Look at this, Billionaire Showdown.
Yeah. So we made like an official practice session called Billionario Showroom, or Showdown, sorry, it's the Showdown, there you go. So it's the logo of Billionario. So you guys got a race. Car 11, Fran?
Yes,
Okay.
11.
So this is our game client. This is basically what we've produced as well.
Yeah.
This is like the portal into logging into the cars. So
you mentioned that this was a beta. When are you guys officially releasing this?
plan is last quarter of this year, hopefully we get the whole ecosystem done. And then from there, yeah, should be more than fine.
All right, Erika, I will just follow your lead.
Okay. But this is the practice session,
this is the
okay?
practice.
And remember, when you hold the wheel, it's not like real driving. Keep your hands at 9 and 3 o'clock. And then you just hold it in that position to drive. Yeah.
Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's so sensitive. Ah!
Yeah. And then we have a reverse button. So if you press 2 and hold it, Erika, then press the gas. Oh no, sorry. Maybe it's this one here.
Oh, sorry.
Reverse. There you go.
There.
Then gas it out. There you go. Then now you're in drive.
Marlon, would you
There you
say
go.
that this whole experience simulates like a real race car
Oh, definitely.
experience?
Yeah, because, at the end of the day, like, this is a game, Meta Motors, that's powered by the real world, right? Because you're logging into the real world in that sense. So all the real world physics, like track conditions, temperature, the tire conditions, like all of that is based on reality.
Oh my gosh. Well, if that's the case, Marlon, how do you even stay calm during races?
Yeah.
During races, this is so crazy.
Yeah, it's just practice, you know. Wow, Erika's zooming by Anton here almost, looking good. Oh.
Excuse me?
You hit me from behind, Erika. You're a tailgater.
Oh,
Chatted Kingdom or
look at
what?
this. It's getting serious now.
Erika, hey, what are you doing? You're gonna destroy Marlon's cars.
Oh, I'd rather pay the 500 than lose. Just kidding. Okay.
So yeah, again, try and keep smooth with the wheel. I know like the feedback makes you want to turn it a lot left and right, but just trust that the car is gonna go in the direction you want to go.
How do you even trust a machine, right?
Yeah,
It's a
well,
little hard to trust the car.
that's where basically in terms of racing, you as the driver are in control, not the machine.
Yeah.
So don't let the car drive you, you drive the car, basically. I'd say now, maybe start to like go a bit quicker, try and really feel like what full throttle feels like, and then you'll notice you can run more speed, and the car actually becomes more stable. Which is good.
Twists and turns here, huh?
Yeah, it's very challenging. The track actually, we modeled it after Suzuka. So there are quite a few corners that are very similar to that.
Marlon, what was the term? Pit maneuver?
Pit maneuver, yeah, that's what you call it. It's kind of like when you watch those cop chases and then you see the cops like 90-degree turn the criminal. That's just what you did to Erika.
Anton.
If this was Grand Theft Auto, you'd be having 5 stars already. We're gonna have to put the cop car out there at some point too, you know?
You spun me around.
Excuse me, you spun yourself around.
What?
So try and keep control, guys. You know, like you notice you're seesawing. Remember to just try and keep the wheel straight and smooth.
I don't know why I panic when I know Anton's near. What if I crash onto Kuya Jeff?
I almost did.
Excuse me.
Oh, crazy Erika.
Let's Tokyo drift here.
So we'll run you guys until 4:15, and then we'll take a break. You can put in the pit lane. So for now, just keep driving. Nice, Anton's getting it though. Good job. So you can notice there's a lot more acceleration,
Oh my gosh.
a lot quicker, and you know, especially if the battery's fully charged, we still have some extra
Wow.
kph on the
Crazy
table.
how I'm getting like as much adrenaline.
Oh yeah, especially with the immersion, right? Because you're visually on a real track. That's what makes this very different to a video game, is that there's real world consequences.
Oh my gosh.
So exactly like that, Erika, you know, like crashing feels like it hurts, but since you're not in the car, it's okay because you're not in the car. But that's how it really works when you're out on track, right? So last 3 laps, yes.
Me 4.
Yeah, you got 4. You got
3 more now.
yeah, 3 more. Nice, keep it smooth. Just try and get into a rhythm.
Damn, I can't see with my hood up.
Yeah. Oh! So your camera moved a bit.
Come on, Don. Almost there. I heard you again, Erika.
Huh?
I heard you again.
You know what, Anton? Just don't even bring it up anymore.
Dalawa na lang, kuya. So Anton, you're on your final lap.
Yes. Keep it slow, keep it slow. Steady.
All right, so Anton's gonna come up to the finish line.
No!
For the race win. Nice, dude. Nice one. Nice, dude. Good job. Hey, yeah, you're done, Erika. Good job. Anton won. You're gonna crash it.
Wow! Wow!
Nice one.
You really bumped my car at the end.
Nice.
I'm such a sore loser. Oh man.
That was crazy.
Oops, yeah. Oops, I'm sorry.
I had a great like.
Good job, bang.
Wow.
There you go. Here, got you, Erika.
Pressure is, diba?
Right.
I'll take a
There you
photo of
go.
this and then send it to you para meron kayong...
Yeah.
Oh, this was your...
So yeah, like P1, obviously 20 laps. Your best time, Anton, was a 25.1. And then Erika's P2 with 16 laps completed in 30 seconds, 0.32 is your best time, basically.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So I'm 5 seconds above one of your racers.
Alright.
Well, our best lap time on the warehouse is 15 seconds. So you're still 10 seconds from the fastest lap times. But yeah. But they were operating at a higher speed, so I think if you put 60% and then went for it again, you'd most probably improve that lap time by another 3, maybe get into the 20s also. You're actually driving really well. Erika too, but like I think you're unlucky with the crash and then the shell. But that's part of real racing, right? So those decisions need to be made, and that's what makes us a very like unique experience in that sense.
Crazy. So there's really a lot of things that go into racing.
Yeah, and then the next thing we could do is then take it to the next level. Now that you have the first level of the Marlon Stockinger Racing Academy here at Metamoris. We can go to the go-kart track after. And then my other company naman, Radical, which is the fastest racing series in the country. So that's like the pinnacle of what we have. That's like F1 for the Philippines is the racing series we run there. And then
Where is that Pampanga?
so we run in Clark and BRC. We're doing the 4th season of like the series. It's called the Radical Challenge. All right, Erika, Anton, congratulations. First ever Metamotor race done. How'd it feel?
It feels great. Like I really felt like I was driving an actual car, and the adrenaline was also just really off the roof.
Yeah, my mindset, Marlon, was like I was driving a real car and I just wanted to make sure that I wouldn't bump, because that's always my fear when I'm in my actual car. But it also feels good to get a win over Erika.
Excuse me? Saying that here? Okay, but in all seriousness, Marlon,
Yeah.
what can you say? How did you find her racing skills? Maybe you can grade us a little bit.
Yeah, well,
I want to hear this.
oof. Well, to be honest, you both did really well. Actually, I was kind of surprised because I never thought that, you know, like you guys would navigate the track so quickly. So for Erika, I'd say like a 7.
Wow.
7 out of 10.
Out of 100. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
7 out of 10.
Not bad. Passing score, yeah.
One good point was that you did get damage on the car, and that happens in real racing, but you powered through, so that was good. You're consistent, but just the differentiating factor to, let's say, Anton, who I'd scored like, let's say 8.5, is that he just generally made less mistakes.
Yeah.
So he was more consistent. He kept it out of the barriers, therefore the car wasn't as hurt or damaged. And then that consistency just let him build like a rhythm. And then he kept the speed up all the way to the finish line. So that's
I love
basically
that.
it. Yeah.
Thank you, Marlon. I'll take it if it's coming from Marlon Stockinger, right?
So, on behalf of the Scorecard, we want to say thank you so much, Marlon. How can people find Metamotors?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so just please check us out, Metamotors, on our social media pages, metamotors.gg. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We also are running the 2nd season of the M1 Championship League. Starting in March, you can check all those social media platforms to register, sign up, and be the first champion for this year. So excited to see you all there. Hope to see you and Erika, you as well, at the track again with us soon. And yeah, come check us out.
And that's a wrap for today's awesome episode. Stay tuned for that only on The Scorecard.
I'm not saying anything. I'm being nice. Wala akong sinasabi.
Okay, wait, hold on here. I know it sucks to be on the losing end, especially when it's against Anton, but I would have to say, guys, that I would take a 7.5 out of 10 any day if it's coming from Marlon Stockinger. Okay, that's a win for me. That's a win for me.
And because I am going to be nice tonight, Erika did not have any decent meal prior to the race. So medyo nahihilo siya mag-drive. So maybe maybe you had some good food and a little bit of hydration, you could have done better. But 7 out of 10 from Marlon Stockinger, pwede na.
7 out of 10 for someone who didn't eat prior. Not bad. But anyway, before we go, think on this from an American big wave surfer, co-inventor of toe-in surfing, Laird Hamilton once said, "Make sure your worst enemy doesn't live between your own two ears."
And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. This has been Anton Rojas.
And I'm Erika Kristensen. Have a good evening, everyone.
Good night.